Hi guys, welcome back to the Mad Loud House.
Okay guys, so as you can see, it's only Luke here today and we have got something super exciting to show you today. Hey Lukey?
Yeah.
Something super exciting. Stay tuned. So guys, in our homeschool this year, come stand here next to mommy. Okay. So in our homeschool this year, we are learning not just about school and history and math and English and geography and all the science and boring stuff, which you love, but anyway, we are also learning about renovations, small DIY jobs at home, as well as furniture making, because Daddy is a pro apparently, and he is teaching little Luke, well, big Luke and Calvin to become pros at it as well. The girls are clearly not too
I'm like
interested. Well, you've just made your first furniture piece.
I'm like still half.
So I am quickly going to ask Luke a couple of questions about what he has done and what he has learned. It obviously is not in the place where it is supposed to be yet, because we are still busy renovating that wall, and we've had quite a bit of rain and water issues, so we're trying to sort that out before we actually do the wall and the renovation. But please subscribe to see this wall when it's done. It is going to be gorgeous, especially with this furniture piece that this little man made from scratch, guys, like literally from the hardware store to my dining room, and it is gorgeous.
How many times did we go? Like 2?
Like 700 times. Like
Oh, yeah, I wasn't
like all the time. But it is definitely something doable. It is easy. Can I ask you that? No? Yes?
It was
Doable?
easy,
Not
but there was a
doable?
couple of issues, but yeah, it was
Not too bad.
not too bad. Yes.
Not too bad. So we do want to say one thing. Kids, do not try this without your dad or an adult present, because it did involve a lot of blades, welding,
grinding,
yeah, like safety and
drilling,
security, drilling, and that. What saw was that? A jigsaw, where you were cutting the steel and you were measuring grinder. Sorry, the grinder. So sorry. You see, I wasn't part of the lesson.
Yeah.
But so kids, don't do this at home alone. Let me show you what. No, like ever.
Never.
Alone. Yeah. But let's show you quickly what this little genius made with his daddy. And how long did it take you guys?
So the
Like
first
6 weeks. You could have done it like
not 6 weeks.
in a weekend, but the thing is they didn't. They did it like an hour here, 2 hours there.
Some days we work
2 weeks later they will work on it for another hour or so. So I'd say like let's say if you start
a month.
No, let's say if you start on like a Friday afternoon, you've got all your materials, okay, on a Friday afternoon. Remember, we had a lot of hiccups because we waited for the people to deliver the wood.
So we got all the materials.
It took us forever to get the right wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we have all the materials and you start on a Friday afternoon, and you've got your measurements, you've got everything is figured out. All you have to do is build it. Can you do it from a Friday to a Sunday?
I can do it from Friday on to Saturday.
So it's totally a weekend job.
Yeah, it's a
But you
weekend
need
job.
everything.
Yeah,
You need your stuff. Okay, guys. So
weekend job.
so what's number one? What's your key plan there? Is to have a plan.
Yeah.
Okay, and then to obviously get what you need according to your plan before you start the job.
Yeah.
And not do it the way we did it.
Yeah, because
little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit.
If you
like
work all day.
Yeah.
If you work all day for like 2 days straight.
And I mean, it wasn't hard. We just had to wait for like the wood and like there was like a couple of things we had to wait for suppliers and whatever. But I think I personally think you can do this in a weekend, or 3 days.
2 maybe. If
Yeah,
you work
like a
all
weekend.
day.
Like if it can be a weekend project. And then make sure that the weekend before that you plan your project.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give the camera over to Luke now, and then he's going to explain everything to you guys. Lukey, over to you.
Okay.
Okay, Luke, so do you feel proud?
Yeah, I'm very
Before we
proud.
get into the job,
Yeah.
do you feel like you learned something?
Yeah, I learned actually a couple of things.
Okay, so let's quickly talk about the design.
Okay.
Who thought of the design?
It was
Mom.
Mom.
Woohoo! Okay, 1 point for mom. Okay, let's forget about the design.
Okay.
Who thought, not who thought, did you guys make a little drawing or like,
Yeah, we did.
so you did your measurements
Yeah.
and then you went to the hardware store and then what did you buy first?
Okay. We bought steel.
Yeah, which is what's the size?
10 mil.
10 mils, okay. So it's quite a thin frame, okay?
Square, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very thin and it's aluminium.
No, steel.
It's steel, okay. So you bought the 10 millimeter steel,
Yeah.
and then what did you do?
Then we welded it together.
No, surely you first cut it.
Okay, so we bought. Well, we didn't really buy it. My dad had.
Was
a
it in
spare.
long?
Yeah, we had a spare, I think.
Okay, but you also had
Yeah.
you did get long lengths, and then you cut it.
We had to get a metal blade.
Okay, a metal blade for the what grinder?
No, we didn't use a grinder. The grinder was too thin. So we had a chunkier version, stronger version of a grinder. Except you can't just because a grinder is for like this kind of a thing.
Oh,
stuff.
softer.
Softer, yeah.
Okay, like aluminium.
Yeah, like
Is aluminium softer than steel? Yes,
Yeah,
I think so.
a lot.
I don't know.
a lot.
Okay, guys, please, if we're wrong in the comments below, Dad's not here. We could be wrong, but I think we're right. Okay, so then you cut it,
Then we welded
you
it.
measured and you cut.
Yeah.
First you measure, you had a design, you bought everything, you measured and you cut, and then you weld everything together.
Then we had to get the chipping hammer to chip off all the excess.
Excess, okay.
And then we used the grinder with the, what's it called? It's sort of like a sponge sort of material. It
Yeah.
makes it like smooth. If you
Oh,
can see,
okay.
yeah. It's smooth.
Yeah.
And then
Almost like a sander.
almost like a sand except for steel.
Okay, okay.
And
And then you just
then we welded, then we figured out that this wasn't a strong enough support, so we put these two beams in there.
okay,
And that's pretty
because it's so long.
yeah.
Okay. Luke, so before you did anything else, once the frame was completed, okay, what did you have to do
Yeah.
with the what's it, steel?
Yeah, steel. We had to get the paint. It was luckily already a primer, so we didn't have to prime it first. Then
Was it a paint with a primer or?
no, it wasn't a paint; it was spray paint. So I guess
Okay. So why did you not use a spray gun?
Because our spray gun was broken. I don't
Okay.
know how broken.
So
it
if you don't have a spray gun, you can still do this.
is. Yeah, as long as it has a primer in it. You
Okay.
can prime it.
You can prime and then spray paint, but we were lucky enough to find a spray paint that has a primer in it, right? Okay. So before you did the top and those little gold pieces in between, you spray painted it, and that was like finally you were done with the actual frame of the
Yeah. What was it again?
of the server.
Or smooth black. Smooth
No,
black.
I think we went smooth matte. Smooth matte.
black.
But we will link everything in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
description box below and where you can buy it. Yes. Okay, cool.
Maybe even a smaller baby.
Okay, Luke, so once your frame was finished, what did you do? What did we decide? We decided we didn't want the wood to sit on the frame. We decided that we wanted it to float.
It looks so much.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Which it does. I mean, this looks absolutely gorgeous.
It looks 10 times better.
Yeah. we tested it. It looks a lot better. Okay, so you and Dad went and you bought 2 different samples. One was silver and it was square. One was round and gold.
But my dad picked a silver and square. My mom liked this more. I'm just saying, I'm with her almost every single
So you actually chose what Mommy would like more.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that, Luke?
So it's aluminium, 12 millimeter. Pipes.
And it was like a round little pipe. It was quite a long thing.
Yeah. We still have it in the garage.
Okay, well, the offcut.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't use a manual. We didn't use a grinder or anything. We had to go manual saw.
Yes. Was that tough?
At the least.
Especially the like sizes.
At the least.
And you had to measure and make sure that everything was done right.
If it wasn't perfect, then this whole thing would have been messed up and we had to redo.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. And it would be skew, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you guys had to place them in the right place. And then what did you have to do in the frame? You had to drill little holes so that you could screw it in from the bottom. Okay, we're going to look at it now from the bottom.
Okay.
But you had to like screw in like to attach the wood. Am I correct? Because I saw that part.
But this side, this is different than the back one.
Okay. Oh, I see the positioning.
Yeah, this one's like forward, this one's more back.
I see that, yes.
Yeah.
And why did you guys do that? Just for strength?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
Durability.
Is
okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's quickly video that from the bottom. So I'm looking at now from the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see that you guys screwed it in from the bottom. So those screws
very special.
Screwed into the gold
wait, let me go
ring or what?
Yeah, they're screwed like wait, let me go show you the screws.
But into the gold ring.
Yeah, went through the gold ring.
Through this.
Then into the wood.
And then into the gold.
Well, it didn't go through this. We cut off.
And then into the wood to fix the wood on the actual frame.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay, let's just count quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 screws. What do you want to show us, Luke?
Okay, I wanted to show you guys like the special
screw.
It's just so screw. We couldn't use regular screws because then if we drill into it would expand the wood and then it would just break the wood.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay.
So you
had to use like special ones.
If you look nicely, they're a lot thinner.
Go, wait, I'm gonna have to like really get in here.
So look, they're not round, they're flat.
Yeah, sharp.
Sharp.
Oh, I see the flatness.
So if you had a round one, it would expand. But if because of the flat one, it just goes deep. It doesn't go deep.
And it doesn't break the wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but those are hard to find. My dad should have just asked.
I think that was our biggest problem, was to find everything that we needed.
But that's screw, right?
With all the public holidays in between.
Yeah, there was like how many? Like 6.
No, tons. Like tons.
And in the middle, apparently my dad couldn't find these. It took him like an hour, me and my dad to find these, We had like 10, 20 in one of our...
Oh my goodness. Please tell me you're joking.
I never knew that we didn't have, that this was the ones we were talking about. My dad was
Okay, so that's basically how we did the bottom half and how we got the top to stick to the bottom.
Not break.
Okay, Luke, so the top part of the server, which is going to go in our dining room, was tricky. I'll tell you about this because I was part of this process, because I wanted the color to be sort of, just to match the house. Oh, really?
The exact color, everything.
So it was a mission, and we also tried to do this within a certain budget. Like, I mean, we found beautiful pieces of wood at like a kitchen place, or not a kitchen place, it's a place that makes cupboards and stuff. But it was just too ridiculous. Like the price was just, crazy. Same tip. So we eventually found this, The unfortunate thing about it was we had to buy an entire sheet, which now we can probably make another 4, right?
Yeah.
With the leftover wood.
I know.
But you know, that's the unfortunate thing. You can't just, because this is like a little offcut actually, if you think about it. The nice thing is what do they call this? Edge it.
Yeah,
What do they call it?
no, we had to edge it a bit too.
No, but they did this.
Yeah.
It is not real solid wood. What is it called, Luke?
It's wood, but it's sort of like a veneer, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a veneer, yeah. So,
But it's not pure wood. It's not pure
no, it's not solid wood, no.
Yeah, like
So,
listen to that.
the reason why we couldn't go with solid wood
Like this.
was because, yeah, that's like veneering. The reason we couldn't go solid wood was because of the frame that we chose. We wanted it to be a thin frame, okay?
So it could look,
Yeah, that's the look I wanted.
yeah.
The reason we couldn't go for a heavy wood at the top was because the frame, I don't think because wood's heavy. So the veneer was a little bit better because it's a little bit lighter. I mean, this thing is heavy. We carry it like 2 or 3 or 4 people at the same time, especially because it's also so long.
It took my knee the other day.
Yeah. So it doesn't look long, yeah. But guys, I will put all the measurements in the bottom. How long was it? Okay, let's measure. I can't remember now, and my husband's not here. So let's measure. Okay, wait. Oh, you've got the tape. 1, 2. So it's basically, it's almost 3 meters long. So that's long. Let's see. Okay, now my steps are too long. So it's like, basically like 260. So 2.6 meters. It's about 2.6 meters long. So it's flippin' long. And the thing is, I didn't want something in the middle from a design point of view. So there was no support in the middle. And there's no support in the back. So we couldn't go heavy wood on it. Well, too heavy wood on the top. Because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 supporting legs. And I didn't want to support it in the middle, not in the front, and also not in the back, because that's the look I wanted to go for. So the veneer is probably the thing that took the longest, because first of all, to match the color. Second of all was then to have it cut in the exact size. I mean, we could have done it ourselves, but the board is huge. And then to edge it, you know, they do it all for you, which was fantastic. We didn't have to worry about that.
What's that side products?
So, yeah, that brings us to the end of this wonderful homeschool project. And I think we are pretty happy with it. Planning in progress. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, right?
Okay, Luke, so are you happy with the job
Yeah, I'm very
that you did?
happy.
And then, did your sisters help? Okay. Did mommy help? I did. I thought of the design.
No,
I
sort
helped
of.
with the wood. And I did the forming.
I know, and you sort of spray painted a bit too.
And I spray painted, exactly.
You sort of helped.
Yeah, I look at him do the other
Yeah.
stuff. And then, did Calvin help?
He did like, he helped and I taught him, because he's still in the teaching phase.
Grinding,
Yeah, 'cause
welding.
I was very young when I started building and stuff. And my brother started when he was 8 now. I was like 3.
Your dad taught you from a young age.
Yeah.
Tools and
So
stuff.
now I'm gonna teach him.
But do you feel like this was worth it?
I do feel like
It was a learning
it
curve
was the labor.
that you will never forget.
I think it was worth the labor, yeah.
The labor, guys. And you get paid in pieces. Right?
Yeah.
Is that enough for you? Well, I'm proud of you guys. I'm sure you are very proud of him. And obviously, baby brother and daddy that did this. And we can't wait to show you the end product. But this is our first homeschool furniture piece that the boys made. And let's call it woodwork, TT. It actually, like technical drawings, it included everything that you can possibly need. And even a bit of designing, even if I must say so myself. And yeah, guys, please stay tuned to see the rest of our DIY home renovations. And who knows what we're going to come up with next in furniture making. I have a couple of ideas. I have not sold Barry on it yet. He thinks I'm crazy, but I'm sure that I'm going to be able to convince him. So Luke, let's sign out. I'm very proud of you and well done on your first furniture piece in our house. I think you should sign it at the bottom with your $1 million signature,
You know
right?
what I should do? I think I should spray some of that chalk stuff at the bottom and then write it on the chalk.
Yeah, so let's just think about this properly, okay, before we do anything. Okay, but let's sign out and we are going to hopefully get this right. 1, 2, 3. Stay mad, stay red, stay loud, stay proud, and remember to follow our crowd.